Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Void_QVC, and I'm back with another video. I told y'all that I would be playing some Warframe in the background now because this game is just freaking legendary. I honestly love this game so much. In the recording that you're seeing, I am probably not doing very well. I don't even think I am. I think my friends that are like max rank, I think it's 21, mastery rank 21. I'm only mastery rank 5. They've been playing for about 2 years though. I've been playing for 5 days. I would say I'm doing pretty decent, but in their opinion, I'm pretty much the pleb out of them all. I'm pretty much the weakest link. But you just see me screwing around in here, not as much killing in the very beginning. I think in the end I start killing, but I don't think I'm going to get through the whole clip that I recorded. But I was going to talk to you about, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to talk to you about. But one of the things I was going to talk about is this game. Man, I just have to say, you guys, if you have never played Warframe, it is an amazing game. By far one of my favorite games within like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 era. PlayStation 2 though, if I had to pick out of that, Ratchet and Clank would just be my go-to, because that is just my childhood right there. Uh, that and Final Fantasy. I played a lot of Final Fantasy. Yes, I was that kid. But still, this game is just great. I love how the way you have to build your own stuff. I know it's pretty much like Destiny, but in their defense, Warframe came out before Destiny. I mean, so pretty much Destiny took some of their ideas. Wasn't really, I don't know. I have Destiny. It just hasn't really clicked for me. I don't really like it as much as I like this game. I feel like the feel of this game is just way better. But yeah, that's my little just talk about Warframe and all that. But we're gonna actually get into my topic. And today I'm going to be talking about a story about the first time I have encountered drugs of some sort within a party. Now, I am only 15 at the moment. Don't get me wrong. I don't like drugs. Drugs are horrible. I've never done any. I'll be honest. I have never done any. But this takes place back where I used to live. I used to live in a place called Del City. I'm not going to give you where I live now. But the place where I used to live was in Del City. It was not a really good place. It was really ghetto at the time, to be honest. I had a lot of bad experiences there. I mean, I had a lot of good experiences too. It's where a lot of my friends live. I mean, a lot of my friends that still live there. I moved just to this new place where I live now. Uh, Last year, almost a year. I've almost lived where I live now for about a year. But I'm going to be talking about the first time I encountered drugs at a party. So, this was about last year. No, not last year. 2 years ago. It was a Halloween party, and I went with my friends, and we went to a party, and obviously it wasn't none of my friends' party. I actually, it was my friend. He kind of begged me to come because he really wanted me to go. He didn't want to go alone. So we go to this party, and I'm like just sitting around. I'm talking to people. I was single at the time, so I was just trying to flirt with a whole bunch of girls. I think I ended up getting a few girls' numbers, something like that. But then my friend comes around, and I knew my friend like did drugs and all that. I'd never seen him do it at all. Like, this is just my first time encountering. This isn't my first time hearing about it, seeing it, but like actually seeing people doing it at a time. And so my friend just comes out and he's like, "Let's get this party started." And then he pulls out a whole bunch of freaking like pills and shit. And I was just like, "Oh, I'm not doing that." So I'm just sitting there. I'm having a nice time. I'm still like, I think I was drinking like juice or some stupid shit, because your boy don't drink beer, liquor, nothing like that. Especially at the age of 13. That's so stupid. But, it's some people choose to do dumb shit. But at the same time, a lot of my friends were older than me. I think my friends that I were hanging out with that time were about 16, 17, around there, because I'd never really liked hanging around younger people. I mean, I'm really immature. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm extremely immature, but I hang around with a lot more mature, older people than me. So, I don't know. That's just how I like to roll. So, I'm hanging with him. And then again, my friend brings out all these freaking pills and stuff. And, well, a whole bunch of friends that I was with, started taking them. And I'm just sitting there enjoying my stuff. And I guess their trip or something hits. And it was probably the funniest thing ever. So, one of my friends come over to me, and he just starts staring at me. Like, I'm really confused. And then he just, like, puts his hand on my face. And I'm kind of a germaphobe. I mean, I am, at the same time I'm not. It just kind of depends for some reason the mood I'm in, and it clicks. But so he just starts freaking touching me, and I'm like, "Bro, get the hell off." He's like, I think I don't know. This friend might have been bisexual at the time. I have no fucking clue. But he starts touching me. He's like, "You're so beautiful," and all this. He's like putting his hand on his face. He might have been trying to mess with me. I don't know. It was really freaking weird. But yeah, so this goes on for probably about another hour or so. Everybody's just high as hell, and I'm just like the only sober one there, just like trying to figure out what the hell's happening. And well, one of my friends, he legit, I swear to you, he gets butt ass naked and just starts running around the house. I'm not even kidding you. And the worst part was that my friend's parents, they were home. They were home. But we were keeping it quiet enough to where like they didn't have to come check. So his parents come out and they all start running around, like they just see this naked kid running around. And at the time they just start going off. Like they're so mad. I don't know why. I mean, I would think you would assume that like you have a whole bunch having like, I think we had like 30 or so people there. Something's going to get out of hand. I mean, I've been to big parties, I've been to small parties, I've been to mediocre parties like that one, and no matter how big the party is, it always gets out of hand somehow. But so what happened is they ended up calling the cops. Yeah, they called the cops, and I didn't have a car at the time, and me and my friends, we had to walk at least a mile to get to this party. So they call the cops, and the cops about get there, and we didn't know at the time. They just called them on their own. It's like they went back to the room, they acted like nothing was no biggie, and they called the cops. And at this point, we were shitlessly scared. Man, we didn't know what to do because, nobody has a car. We have about like 15 people here that, no, it wasn't even 15. It was probably like 16 or 17 people there that don't have cars, so they're calling the cops. If we try to run, we're going to be pretty much in a really close perimeter that they're easily going to be able to catch us. Me at the time being, I honestly was a skateboarder. I'm not even going to lie. I skateboarded all the freaking time. And back behind their house, first off, they had this fence that what would you call it? It was a wooden fence, so you could climb over it. And behind it, I don't know why they have these, but it was like this drainage ditch thing that you could just it was flat and there was sticks and shit. So like you could skate down it, but at the same time, I forgot about this, but at the same time, if you skated across it, there was a whole bunch of rocks and a whole bunch of sticks and stuff. And it's really dark. It's probably about like 12 or so. So everybody's trying to climb on this fence, and the fence collapses. Like, I'm not even kidding you. The fence just falls down. We're all like just scared as fuck, like as loud as we could be. The cops now know that we're gonna go down this freaking area. There's flashing lights in the front yard. We're freaking just trying to dip as hard as we could. And me being the stupid person I was, what I did is, if you kept going down this drainage ditch, there's a little bridge area. Well, I hid under that bridge. So everybody else is running. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. If I stand here, I bet you won't get caught. So this cop, he comes up around there and just shines this light down here. He like takes a small glimpse. He walks away for a minute. At least I thought he did. So I guess he ended up telling the freaking other cop to go to the other side and go check it out. So he checks it out. They're looking at this stuff, and they had a cop on each side. Now I had no idea what to do, but under this tunnel, it wasn't like there was just two spots to come out of. There was four. There was two on each side, and they were kind of like separated off. So these cops start walking into me. They're like, "Okay, you're caught. You're good for." But I had my skateboard next to one. I don't know why I had it on there. So I just freaking run on that. I run as fast as I could on my skateboard. I jump on it. I start skating as fast as I could, and somehow my dumbass got away from running from the cops. I don't know how I did it. I honestly don't. But so I end up running home. I'm running home. And luckily, as you can tell now, I made it home safely. I perfectly fine. My friends that were all high, I think like two of them only got caught, but nobody snitches. And yeah, that's how that stuff went. But yeah, that was my freaking first time experience with freaking drugs. It was crazy, man. I mean, I didn't do anything at all. Like, I didn't do any of the drugs, obviously. I don't particularly think doing drugs is a smart thing to do. I think it's extremely stupid. I don't think it's worth doing. I think it messes up your brain. That's just me, though. I mean, I have nothing against pot, but everything else I pretty much am against. I'm against crack. I'm against all that freaking hardcore stuff. Pot, I think it's perfectly fine. I think they should legalize it everywhere. Because, I mean, I think it smells horribly, and I don't think it's really worth it to, like, smoke, personally. But, I mean, it doesn't cause as much harm as tobacco and, heck, even alcohol does. But that's just my opinion. You know, that was my story about first time with drugs. Uh, Please, I would greatly appreciate it if you put a thumbs up on this video. That would just make me feel so good about myself. Like, to be honest, you know, I'm not really doing anything this whole summer. I mean, I'm doing a couple like camps and stuff, but if I get a couple likes, I think that would make my summer a lot better, to be honest. I mean, I'm putting a lot of work into these videos. You don't understand. Like, every time I record this, I try to do it over and over and over and over. I try my hardest, and I know you may think this is not a really good recording. I know you may not think this is a really good video, but I'm honestly trying my hardest I can on every single video. Like right now, I'm trying so hard not to mess up, try not to stutter. I know I keep stuttering a little bit, but I would just greatly appreciate it if you could just freaking like leave a like, comment anything, comment something I could do better. Comment if you don't like Warframe, if you just want me to do Black Ops. Comment if you want me to just do Warframe and not do Black Ops that often. I mean, it's anything that y'all want, anything, any of my subscribers, whatever y'all want, pretty much I'll do it. I mean, I'm trying to get a face cam at the moment. I'm trying really hard. I got a little better of a mic. I'm hoping this sounds way better than my last one did, but I would just like to say thank you if you leave a like or a comment on this video. Just leave a thumbs up. Just please, just have a good day though, you guys. Freaking pound it. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Just leave a like, man. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting right now.